My friends, this is Dr. B. Hello to everyone. Dr. B, 30 years in medicine. Dr. B cares about you. For those of you who are new to my channel, please, I want to say just a few words, and I will make it short. Dr. B is not here to sell you anything. Dr. B is not here to BS you. Dr. B is here to tell you the truth. Dr. B is here to help you achieve a healthy retirement. Dr. B is here to help you age gracefully. Just like myself, Dr. B is 50 years old. I just turned 50 years old. 50 years young. And I am aging very gracefully. My channel is not for young people. My channel is for people of a certain age, 40, 45, 50, 55, and of course above for retirees. For everyone who is at or above the age of maybe 40, 45, who wants to be healthy, who wants to age gracefully. This is Dr. B here, because Dr. B is sick and tired of seeing so much misinformation and disinformation online. Dr. B is here to help you get away and stay away from quacks, people who are telling you to buy this product or this remedy or that remedy, and that supposedly it will turn back the clock of aging. Guys, you cannot reverse aging. Anyone who is selling you any remedy or product, telling you that if you eat this, or if you put this cream on your face, or if you do this and that, and if you buy my little product, give me $50, keep your credit card ready. Those are charlatans. Do not fall for these guys. Only God can make you younger, but God will not make you younger, right? But you can definitely slow down the clock of aging. There are hundreds, thousands of scientific evidence and scientific publications and research going on about how to slow down the clock of aging. And Dr. B is here to help you slow down the clock of aging so that you can age gracefully, so that you can retire gracefully and still be healthy no matter the age at which you retire. Guys, God is not going to make you younger, but Dr. B will help you slow down the clock of aging. And remember, Dr. B will never sell you anything, will never sponsor you anything. Dr. B makes enough money at work. He doesn't need more money. So please trust my 30 years of experience in medicine, my knowledge, everything here that I want to pass on to you so that you stay away from all these people online. Millions and billions of dollars are being made by quacks, by charlatans, whether it's written, whether it's videos, any type of website, doesn't matter. People who are taking advantage of your ignorance to sell you stuff, but you don't know about medicine, so you fall for these remedies and this and that. Guys, please trust me. Aging gracefully, it's doable, it's easy to do, and Dr. B is helping you, and Dr. B is here, not for the money, not for the glory, not for the fame, but because he's pissed off about all this misinformation, disinformation online, fooling people who don't have knowledge about science and medicine and health sciences. Dr. B knows it all, and it's going to help you stay away from that. Guys, also please understand that aging gracefully is very easy to do. It's not complicated. Don't buy all these remedies and stuff like that. It's a constellation of about a lot of things. And I will talk to you about this in all my other videos that I have published that I will come up with. I'm a busy man. I'm busy at work at the clinic. And I make enough money, more than I need. And I will never retire from medicine because I love people like you. I love people. I love no matter what your age, your race, your gender, your ethnicity, I love you. And I'm here to help you, genuinely help you. The same way I went into medicine 30 years ago, right? 30 years ago, I didn't go into medicine for the money. I went into medicine because I love medicine. I love people. I love to hold hands of my patients and talk to them and listen to them. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about two gang organizations, gangsters, two organizations of gangsters in America, two of them, that are worse than the Mexican drug cartels. These two organizations made of gangsters, they make hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, right? One of them is the food industry in the Western society, in the US, Canada, Australia, Western world, Europe. And the other one is the pharmaceutical industry. These are two criminal organizations that make billions of dollars selling stuff to you, to ignorant people. And I say ignorance, guys, ignorance with all due respect, the same way I'm ignorant about engineering, about computer science, about technology, right? These organizations, guys, the first one, the food industry. Guys, the food industry in the US makes billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars selling processed food full of carcinogen, full of toxins, full of pollutants, full of nasty stuff, right? Selling it to people, and people buy them. They bring them home and they feed their family with that, right? I mean, I had a video about processed meat and all this stuff, sugar and salt that they put in. There's many hundreds of different ways to process food, right? From your peanut butter to the bread that you buy, to the can of food, to the fruits and everything. Every freaking thing that you buy at the store or online is processed. Guys, I like after I go to my workout to eat protein powder, right? I mix the protein powder with pure 100% cocoa powder. The cocoa powder is absolutely sugar-free and it has not been processed by alkali, right? It takes me forever to find a protein powder, right? Whether it's whey protein or pea protein or collagen protein, doesn't matter. Not only they are extremely expensive to the ones that are not processed, but it's hard to find because most protein powders are going to be packed with a ton of garbage, carcinogen, artificial sweeteners. Guys, artificial sweeteners give you cardiovascular disease. They stiffen your artery. They increase the risk of dementia, guys. Don't eat artificial sweeteners. And they are everywhere, from the protein powder that I try to find that are pure with nothing else. No salt, no sugar, no artificial sweetener, no. It's very difficult to do that, to find. So I have to go online from one website to the other so that I can find the pure container of whey protein or pea protein and blah, blah, blah. so that I can mix it with my pure 100% cocoa powder, right? That has not been processed with alkali and that has no sugar, and then drinking after my workout, right? This is just one example. I gave you the example of all the sausages and the meat that you buy. Everything is processed with preservatives. And I talked to you about the nitrates and nitrites that go into your tummy and become nitrosamine, which is a carcinogen that gives you stomach cancer. And then there's also the sodium that they put, sodium chloride. Table salt, right? The kitchen salt, sodium chloride, right? That goes into your stomach and increases your risk of stomach cancer because the sodium chloride, the salt, damages the lining of your stomach. And therefore, the damaged lining of your stomach causes ulcer, ulceration, gastritis, which eventually lead to carcinoma. And as you know, as I told you, gastric cancer, guys, by the time they find it, it's already too late because it has expanded and it has reached the lymph nodes and maybe metastasized to your liver or your lungs. And by that time, it's too late. You need to have chemotherapy, blah, 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 blah. If they find stomach cancer at the stage 3, then maybe you can have a total gastrectomy. They remove the stomach and the lymph node and blah, blah, blah. Big surgery. And then you have to go chemotherapy, radiation, blah, blah, blah. At the stage 4, your only hope for survival is, of course, chemotherapy, and then the cancer relapses. You can never enter remission. You're done. So you just retired at the age of 65, 60, 70, 75 with a big pension and you're happy, but then you get diagnosed with stomach cancer. That's what the food industry does to the American people. Little children are fed garbage from all this fast food industry to the canned food industry, to this, to that, to this, the beverage industry, all these big corporations that sell you all these beverages, right? Coke, Pepsi, this, that. There's millions of them. All these cans that sell you these bottles of sugary drinks, and then if they are not sugary, they are 0 calories. They put these artificial sweeteners that are actually worse than the glucose that there is in the ones that are not low calorie. It is low calorie, so it attracts people. Oh, look at that! This Coke or this Pepsi or 7-Up, it is all diet Coke or diet Pepsi, diet 7-Up, diet this, diet that. But it's not, because you are drinking a poison called erythritol, sorbitol, aspartame, blah, blah, blah. These are all poison. They stiffen your arteries, they give you cardiovascular disease, and they give you dementia. But the food industry doesn't care because they are like this, making billions of dollars. They are worse than the Mexican cartels, right? Remember, guys, 30% of the American population suffers from morbid obesity, right? Means a body mass index more than 35. 35. My body mass index is at 20. My body mass index. My tummy is flat like a board, right? My body mass index is at 20. Absolutely healthy, right? Remember, a normal BMI, body mass index, has to be between 20 and 24.9, right? Once you reach 30, you become obese, right? Once you reach 35, you become morbidly obese. Means you are not just obese, you are morbidly obese. Once your BMI, body mass index, reaches 35 or above, right? By 30, you are obese. Half of the population in the US have a BMI, a body mass index, at or more than 30. means half of the US population is at least obese, right? And 30% of them are not only obese, but they have reached the threshold of morbid obesity, which is a BMI of 35 or above, right? Dr. B has a BMI of 20. Dr. B has absolutely no visceral fat. When I take the ultrasound probe, I put it on my tummy at work, right? We have an ultrasound system. I put the probe on my tummy. Zero visceral fat, right? And under my skin, there's just a few millimeters. So I have absolutely no skin inside my tummy around my viscera, which is a very dangerous type of fat, the visceral fat. In addition to that, under my skin, there's just barely a few millimeters, guys, right? And I'm aging very, very gracefully. And I'm here to help you achieve that graceful aging. So they sell all this food, they make half of the American population obese, 1/3 of the American population not just obese but morbidly obese, and they make billions of dollars, right? And guess who is extremely happy with this situation? Who is making billions and billions and billions of dollars like the Mexican cartels and are happy and is happy with this disastrous health of the American population? The second gang group organization, right? And that is the pharmaceutical industry. Guys, cardiovascular disease, right? Heart attack, stroke, atherosclerosis, blah, blah, blah. Kidney disease and everything and much more. Dementia, degenerative neurological diseases, right? Like dementia and other forms of dementia and Alzheimer's dementia, blah, blah, blah. Arthritis and osteoarthritis, blah, blah, and of course obesity with all its complications. Cancer, right? Lot of cancer. If you are, guys, obese, and even if you are obese, just BMI at 30, but if you become morbidly obese, your risk of cancer is even higher than if you were obese, right? The higher your BMI after 30, the higher the risk of cancer, heart attack, strokes. And I see all the time people like this at the clinic. The guy has heart failure, but the guy is only 45, 50, 55, 60. In the prime of their retirement, but they cannot enjoy retirement because the guy is too sick. He can't even walk up and down the stairs, right? He can't even have sex anymore with his wife because the guy has cardiovascular disease. He can no longer have an erection. He has diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney failure, liver failure, all these nasty diseases that are caused by overeating, right? And of course, it's a combination of everything: diabetes, high triglyceride, high cholesterol, hypertension. Everything comes out 1 year after the other, and the more morbidity and morbid conditions you have in addition to your obesity, the higher the risk of you having heart attack, heart failure, stroke, cancer, and kidney failure, hepatic failure, liver steatosis, fatty liver, right? I mean, it's crazy. But the pharmaceutical industry, believe it or not, they love it because they go to the doctor's offices, to the hospitals. They send these very cute and beautiful young laboratory pharmaceutical representative. These are cute ladies. They are dressed very sexy and everything. And they go meet with all these doctors in the clinics, in their private practice, at the hospitals, and they push these medications and drugs and everything, right? Oh, here you go, doctor. Please prescribe this new medication that has come out for obesity. Please prescribe this new medication that has come out to treat diabetes. Now, they will never tell anything to the patient that you know what? You're 55 years old, you're 60 years old. You need to stop eating 3 times per day and then get snacks all over the place and everything. Your body doesn't need all that food. But no. You need to take this medication. And then, oh my God, now you got high blood pressure. Look at your blood pressure. 150 over 90. Oh my God, look at that. I'm going to give you a medication. This is a new medication that has come out from that pharmaceutical company. All right? So the doctor make a lot of money. The pharmaceutical industry pushing all this medication to the doctors to prescribe them, right? They give them gift, they give them dinners and invitations and blah, 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 blah. And everybody makes a ton of money. And nobody, guys, nobody cares about you. Dr. B cares about you because I love human beings. I love people. I don't care about the money. I make enough at work, right? And I don't need that much money because I'm never going to retire. So I don't need to accumulate money in the bank for my retirement because Dr. B loves medicine. I love medicine. I will never retire from medicine. I will keep doing medicine and see patients until I'm 100 years old, God willing, right? And until I am in my deathbed, I will keep doing medicine and talk to you, God willing. So the pharmaceutical industry, guys, I'm not vilifying too much the pharmaceutical industry. There are definitely medications that we need that have saved lives, like cancer and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But guys, a lot of these cardiovascular diseases are caused by overeating. People just eat too much. Guys, I eat only 1 time per day. Starting around the age of 40, 45, I forgot I'm not 50 years old. Quite a few years ago, I cut back completely my dinner. No more dinner. You do not need dinner once you have reached a certain age. Obviously, when you're a kid, when you are a teenager, you are growing, you are a teenager, and then 20, 30, 40, you are playing basketball, football, you're super active, you go to the gym, you lift these heavy weights, you need a lot of calories, you need to eat all the time, right? If you're a pregnant woman, you need to eat at least 6 times smaller portions, right? Smaller portions. But you need to eat, albeit healthy food. But once you're an adult like me, or you're a woman post-menopause, right? And you're a man of a certain age, a woman of a certain age, and you're not doing bodybuilding and swimming every day and running the marathon, guys, you need to stop having dinner, right? And then you need to cut back on the lunch, right? And then you need to reach my level, which is absolutely no dinner. There's no dinner, right? There's no lunch for me. I have replaced dinner and lunch by tiny snacks, right? Healthy, super healthy snacks. A little fistful, not a huge, little fistful of walnuts, right? Walnuts with a tiny bit, tiny like that, right? Fat-free, sugar-free, no artificial sweetener, right? Of yogurt, right? A little bit like that. 1 fluid ounce of olive oil, right? 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and with some green tea, right? Decaf, right? After 12 o'clock, always decaf. And 1 decaf caffeine, green tea, black tea, very healthy for you. I swallow it with that. And then after, at lunch, I do the same thing. I can have, for instance, a fistful of almonds. No salt, no sugar, nothing in my walnuts, in my almond, in my peanut, and in my pistachios, right? Almonds, walnuts, peanuts, pistachios. All these four are, my God, superfood. And that's what I eat for lunch and for dinner, a little fistful, with a little bit of olive oil, 1 ounce, right? Or walnut oil. If I eat peanuts, then I have walnut oil. If I eat walnuts, then I eat olive oil, right? And I have obviously my calcium supplements and my vitamin D at higher dose. I talked to you about it in another video. And also, I have one capsule of fish oil in the morning. Guys, if you are healthy, do not take 3,000 milligrams of fish oil. Means 3 capsules morning, afternoon, night. Because a lot of studies have confirmed a higher risk of atrial fibrillation. If you are healthy, if you don't have heart problem, cardiovascular disease, and you take 3,000, don't take 3,000. Just take 1, right? 1. And if you eat fish, then you don't need to take fish oil supplements. Stay away from red meat, processed meat, red meat. Stay away from that. It is nasty. Stay away from sausages, pepperoni. Everything has been processed. And I can also, in my morning is a classical breakfast, right? My lunch are all snacks. My dinner is all snacks, tiny little snacks, right? With tea and coffee. But my breakfast is my official classic meal. But my breakfast is not the huge English breakfast, right? I have some eggs with not too much yolk. The yolk is full of cholesterol. I have some yogurt, right? I have some fat-free cheese, right? I have some olive oil. I can have some nuts, right? But guys, you need to lower the amount of calories that you eat after a certain age. Unless, of course, you're a bodybuilder or if you're running marathon and if you have a very, 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 very high demand for energy. But if you're the normal guy like me, like most people, right? You have to zip it like that and open it a little bit, open the mouth a little bit, because over time you're gonna get slowly your BMI gonna go up from 20 when you were a teenager or a young adult, gonna become 22, 23, 25. By the age of 50, 60, you're gonna be like my sister and my brother. Their BMI is now at 30 and I think even above 30, right? Because they eat too much. My sister and my brother love to enjoy food, so they eat too much. And they say, well, the food is very healthy. Look at these refrigerators. They are packed with healthy food. But it doesn't matter how healthy your food is. If you eat too much of it, you're going to pack up the fat, visceral fat and fat around your belly, and you're not going to be healthy. You're going to increase the risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, stroke, and heart attack. You're not going to enjoy your retirement. So guys, the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry are in cahoot. They love each other because the food industry makes people sick. And of course, the pharmaceutical industry comes up with all these remedies to treat your diabetes, your high blood pressure, and everything, your cancer. But they never go away. You have to take that nasty medication. Sometimes a list like this: 3 medications for just high blood pressure to control your blood pressure, 3 medications to control your diabetes, 2 medications to control your cholesterol. And it cost billions and billions and billions of dollars to the American people. Remember, guys, in America, in the year 2024, just last year, our people spent $4.8 trillion on healthcare. Guys, not million, not billions. Our population in the US here, we spent $4.8 trillion on healthcare. Where does that money go? Well, to the big hospitals, right? To the big pharmaceutical industry, to all these doctors and everything who drive these Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Porsches and everything. And the people getting sick and sicker and sicker. And our healthcare expenditures keep growing. So every next year, this year 2025, we're going to spend more than $4.8 trillion that we spent in 2024. Right? It's going to probably reach $5 trillion. Despite spending trillions of dollars, the American population gets sicker and sicker. Their health doesn't improve. Why is that? Because the food industry keeps pushing all this garbage down our throats, right? These are two organizations, group of gangsters that are worse than the Mexican cartels. Guys, the Mexican cartels in America, right? They brought all this fentanyl in our country. Every year, fentanyl kills about 100,000 Americans, right? About 100,000 Americans. Guys, millions of Americans are dying every year, not because of fentanyl, but because of the consequences of diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, kidney failure, liver failure, cardiovascular disease, dementia. Many of them, many huge percentage of them caused by excessive food intake. Not just excessive food intake, but also bad food, processed food, food full of dyes, food full of carcinogen. You turn on the TV, they advertise food. You turn on the radio, they advertise food. You go to the store over there, every 10 yards where you drive, you have Burger King, pizza, McDonald's, this, that. It is crazy. Guys, you need to have, as I said in one of my previous videos, a little bit of willpower. A little bit of willpower to make you age gracefully, to make you stay away from overeating, to make you stay away from processed food, to make your own food at home, and to eventually, after a certain age, do like me, cut back completely on dinner and have only 2 meals, right? And then after a few months, cut back completely on your lunch and do like me, replace completely your lunch and your dinner with tiny little snack. A tiny fistful of nuts, a tiny bit of yogurt if you want, one fluid ounce of olive oil or walnut oil. It has to be pure, cold pressed, unprocessed, right? And then 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Tomato paste has to be pure, 100%. No sugar, no salt. Guys, don't buy anything that has sugar and that has salt. Stay away from it. You can have, if you want, a little bit of peanut butter, right? Peanut butter, right? But that has to be pure peanut butter. I take 1 full tablespoon of peanut butter, no sugar, no hydrogenated fat, no salt. Guys, peanut butter that my sister feeds her kids is full of sugar, full of salt, full of hydrogenated fat. 3 poisons that are in the peanut butter that my sister feeds her kids, right? Don't do that, right? Buy the peanut butter that is 100% pure peanut, right? No salt, no sugar, and no hydrogenated fat. So that kind of peanut butter, I take 1 tablespoon and I swallow it with some nice hot tea or hot coffee. It goes into my belly. It fills me up because it's a lot of healthy fat, right? Peanut fat, healthy protein. Peanut is full of protein. It's full of fat. It is full of antioxidants, minerals, everything. And that's it. My belly is full for the night, right? And then I sleep at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I put my head after 1 or 2 minutes. I'm done. I start dreaming. By 6 o'clock, my brain wakes me up. I'm active every day. I go to the gym every day. I surround myself by my buddies at the gym, friends, blah, 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 to have a social life. I have a social life also at work. I have a low stress environment. Guys, it's a constellation of everything, right? Constellation of everything to age gracefully, and to be able to enjoy your retirement, so that you're not part of the 30% of Americans who retire, 30%, 1/3, who retire, but they are not healthy enough to enjoy their retirement and to travel and blah, blah, blah. Because despite having a lot of money in the bank, those 30% of the American people who retire have heart failure, kidney failure, cardiovascular disease, dementia. The guy is 70 years old. He had $3 million in the bank, right? He wants to travel around with his wife. He's been married for 40 years. He wants to enjoy retirement, but he just got diagnosed with cancer. He just got diagnosed with dementia. He just got diagnosed with heart failure. He just got diagnosed with kidney failure because his high blood pressure and his diabetes has destroyed, right, his kidney. So now he's in end-stage kidney failure. He needs to wait. He needs to go on hemodialysis 3 times per week, and hoping that in a few years, who knows when, he's going to get a kidney transplant so that he can start traveling and spending his money with his wife. By that time, it's already too late. He's 80 years old. He's going to die of another disease, right? I love you guys. Whatever your gender, whatever your race, whatever your ethnicity, I don't give a cat's or who you are. You are a human being. I care about you. Dr. B cares about you. I care about every human being, regardless of their color, religion, political belief. I don't give a cat's about all those. All I care is that you are a human being. Are you a human being? Then Dr. B cares for you. Then Dr. B wants to help you. Dr. B went into medicine because he loves people. He loves to care for people, and he has an amazing love for medicine and health sciences, and he want to transfer this amazing 30 years of knowledge in this, right, to you guys, so that you can hopefully age gracefully and enjoy your retirement. I love you guys. Please stay healthy. Get back to me if you have any questions. I promise I will get back to you. I'm so busy at work. I spend 8 to 10 hours at work, but I love it. I'm not a workaholic. I love it. I love to see people, to take care of patients. But eventually I need to come home, go to the gym and relax a little bit, But I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any question, leave them down there in the comment or in the question part. And I promise I will get back to you. I love you all, and I hope to see you in the next video. I apologize. This video lasted a little bit longer than I expected. I really apologize. God bless you all. And I hope to talk to you next time. Bye-bye.